Also, speaking of age, Faye, happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Hi guys! Welcome to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. I just duped Faye into thinking she was getting a birthday wish there, when in reality, we're here to talk about Full Gear and predict the show. And everything's going absolutely smoothly. So I am Jay, as always, joined by Faye, and we've got two guests this time. Joe, who is basically regular on this podcast now, you might as well be part of it, from Dammit, and Nikki as well, who we've never had on, but been meaning to get on for a while.
Hello.
How excited are we all about Full Gear?
Really excited.
So excited.
Right.
I was kind of not, because I just don't know. AEW's not been hitting that spot for me recently. But that November Rain promo thing, I was like, okay, I should have been enjoying this more. It's on me. Like, I've just been a bit of a negative Nancy about it all. Whereas, like, it actually is good, and it is right. It's just me not vibing on it, and that's just on me.
Have you figured out what the Costco guys are yet, Joe?
Nope.
Good.
Don't understand it.
Either.
Nope. It feels like some kind of Rick and Morty, that TV show thing where it's like...
I need to ask Matthew, maybe he knows.
I actually went on a deep dive, so I'll send you the TikToks, Joe. And then you'll understand that it still makes no sense.
I refuse to use it because I waste enough time just looking at like people dropping that hot ball on gummy bears and shit. Like
that's all TikTok is. That is.
Yeah, I know, and I lose enough time during the day watching that on fucking reels and stuff.
Reddit posts set to like Subway Surfers.
All I know is if I did what they were doing in Costco, I'd get asked to leave, and they get a massive YouTube channel out of it. So,
the
real winner here
with them.
It doesn't translate.
Jimmy Fallon. It was the big one, the little one who is his son and hasn't got a disease, and then a tiny man who I thought was some kind of enchanted frog, but is a child. Is he part of this ensemble of fucking misfits that exist?
So I did a deep dive on that bit because he's not related to them. He just did another video where he had too much sugar and got really hyperactive. And then they decided, he'd be a really good fit for us. And then the best thing to do for a hyperactive child is take him to Costco and get him loads of pizza and E-numbers.
I mean, he's the poster child for childhood diabetes, isn't he?
He's gonna be the ring bell guy for their match. So he's absolutely turning on.
If his hand doesn't fall off before then,
I want him to hit QT Marshall with the ring bell. That's all I want.
I am so confused.
Well, I know QT Marshall's short. But he's gonna have to hit him in like the thigh area, unless he leaps up using his frog powers.
In Untitled Wrestling Podcast canon, QT Marshall's the equivalent of Danny DeVito from Matilda. So, yeah. God, you use car salesman.
He is in ours as well. He's got, He owns a used Vauxhall showroom off on the ring road outside of town. Yeah. He's got them adverts on local radio. Yeah. Like,
literally burning the warranty.
QT's Vauxhalls. Yeah.
Anyway, should we start doing some predictions before this?
That's the opening match.
Well, yeah, that is the opening match. The pre-show, we've got Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall. Who have we got? I'll start with you, Nikki, saying it's the first time you've been on the podcast. Who have you got and why?
I don't think it's going to get far. I feel like the Death Riders are just going to come out and just flatten them before it even starts. Just because it's just so random. But otherwise, I don't know. Why not the Costco guy? Because he's a legit wrestler.
He is.
Before he was the Costco guy.
He does a very good powerbomb.
It's not so far kind of out of the realms, so why not? But I just feel like it won't actually be a full match.
I hope it does go to Death Riders now you said that. Joe,
we'll see Marina murder a child. That's what we want.
Who could also be 50 years old? We don't know. Like, they look weird. I'm sorry.
I want Pac to teach him what to do with a ring bell hammer, seeing as Pac knows what to do. If he can understand Geordie, I doubt he can. They're very
Yeah, but the thing is, he'd just offer him like a 50-pack of sausage rolls from Costco, and Pac could just leave him alone. Like he'd just be tucking into them money.
I
Merry
feel like
as you like.
I feel like they'd give Pac a hot dog and he'd take umbrage with it and just like lash it. Who have you got, Joe? On that
I just had a thought, like gimmick infringement, brother.
Oh, why?
Big Boom. Colt Cabana's going to come in. That's gimmick infringement, brother.
They did a dance on the internet the other week. I did see that.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah.
I don't know what anything is then. My only hope is that this gets sandwiched between two other good matches, and it's used to like encourage buy-ins because
that Tony adds like on the day.
Yeah, as he always does, and proper matches, not a 20-man rumble, like something that's worthwhile. But I've gone for the Boom AJ man. I know. I thought QT Marshall didn't even wrestle there anymore. Like
same.
Apparently, he politicked his way into getting this match.
I thought he was very into
why
local produce and has an allotment now. Like,
yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's got AEW a lot of new eyes that it normally wouldn't have. So fair play to QT Marshall on that. A broken clock and all that.
And this guy isn't as problematic as, say, a man that left the pig by the side of the road to die, or
that's true. Or any of the other grifters that have shown up in WWE in the last 12 months.
Yeah, you know.
Who the hell did that?
He's making an honest
Logan
living
Paul.
doing what he... Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Logan Paul does a new grift every day. He grifted the BBC today at time of recording.
Oh, he sent a lookalike, didn't he?
He did indeed. He did indeed.
Was that just like a big pile of shit with some googly eyes on it?
Might as well have been.
It was a guy.
Like a meth addict version of him.
It literally looked like if Logan Paul had done meth once.
Yeah.
And
just one meth.
Just one meth.
All it takes.
Just
single
the one.
Meth.
And funnily enough, he sent him to do an interview about his crypto scam.
Yep.
So
wow.
Yeah, it's like a big
the BBC.
Absolutely wild behavior.
The BBC did also have that one guy who had come for a job interview that they brought in as like an expert on the climate or something.
Oh yeah, but that's just fun.
That was fun at least. So
yeah, that was just him going. No, like that was.
I'm gonna watch that after this.
Yeah,
is that the security guard? The guy who came for an interview to be like security,
and they were like, and now we cut to the president of Ghana, and he was like, no,
legend. What a legend!
Makeup and everything.
Him, the guy that did the sign language at Nelson Mandela's funeral, like all these people, like that's fun grifting. Like
that's like accidental grifting though. It's not like
scamming people out of millions of pounds of
not like
money
making
because you can't function in the real world because you haven't got any tangible skills.
Yeah, it's not like making a Lunchable alternative and putting moldy cheese in it. But I digress.
Yeah,
hey, who have you got?
Like Lunchables weren't bad enough.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm not even going to get started on that. So I guess I'll go with the Costco guys, but I am also hoping for Death Riders to, cause death.
Yeah.
We all are.
Like Marina murdering everyone.
Violence.
Yeah.
I'm down with Big Boom as well. So is Big Tasty, and he said Rizzler assist. So I'm guessing that means Rizzler's running the blade.
Been watching loads of Mexican wrestling.
Oh God, don't get me started on Triple Mania. We'll be here all day, Faye. So let's get with that's a universal boom or whatever they do. Yeah.
What if Rizzler is actually Microman?
They are the same build. I could buy that.
See, it's not. I've just had to Google what Rizzler is because, as far as I'm aware, they were smoking papers.
He looks like if MJ.
Is he the haunted toad child?
Yeah. He looks like if MJF got a mini me.
Right. Yeah. Like a failed clone. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of MJF, next up we've got MJF versus Roderick Strong. I'll go round in reverse order this time. Faye, who have you got?
I think MJF, but I think Cole's going to get involved somehow. Like, I think Cole's either going to cost Roddy it, so because he wants to be the one to beat MJF, or something. The Cole interference, anyway, like, causes shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I'm also going to go for MJF just purely because I think that's like the most logical one on the card. Everything else, I'm so indecisive about, but this one, I'm pretty sure it's MJF. Joe?
Yeah, it's kind of like they were hinting at Undisputed Era like the other week, weren't it? So I think there's going to be some kind of thing with that. Cool Kyle's going to come out and be like, no, and then have to make the save again, and Takeshita's going to come out, and it's thinking that, but MJF's winning it because there's no way he's going to lose to Roddy. Like, as much as I like the work Roddy's put in, it's MJF's not doing the job for him. Sorry.
I think this is just to like keep Roddy up for the C2. Well, you, Nikki?
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm going MJF. And I thought the same as Faye, really. I feel like I don't know if he's going to necessarily intentionally, like, get in the ring or do anything like that. I think he's just going to, because with Kyle putting those thoughts in his head on Dynamite, he's probably going to just come down to the ring and distract Roddy. Yeah. But I would have chosen MJF anyway because he's my guy. So MJF.
it definitely feels like MJF. Like, as I say, it feels like Roddy's just getting kind of like heated up for the C2, but MJF's gonna like shit bag away at the end. Right. Oh,
there'll be nonsense with that ring.
Yeah. Of course.
Dexter will come down and Cole will get the ring off him, and then he'll miss MJF and clock Roddy with.
That's how they'll do MJF.
Yeah,
isn't it? The Dynamite Diamond ring match, whatever it is. Cool. Again, a nice easy one. Next up, let's go to Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. Joe, who you got?
Fletcher. I think my little baldy Australian boy has got it in him. I think Ospreay can take the loss. Like, they've made a big deal of his arm being knackered since the Tiger Driver and that. And it, like I said, it heats Fletcher up a little bit as well for putting him in there. And also it furthers this on nicely because Ospreay's got kind of nothing else to do apart from this. I will say as well, him throwing that screwdriver into the floor.
That was cool. That was
fun. I was like, smooth.
Throwing it.
How do you even practice that? I got kicked out of Halfords.
They let you do it in Screwfix. Maybe try that.
Oh yeah, they've got all like the big, like really high aisles where they can't see what you're doing in Screwfix. not that I've thrown screwdrivers at things in Screwfix before.
Just don't ask anyone. Like, just me, like in a corner somewhere, just throwing them off.
On that note, who have you got, Faye?
I also have Kyle because I think Kyle needs this win more.
Yeah.
That's it, really. I'm enjoying it. I don't understand why he shaved his hair and now he's like, but it just looks strange. I miss his floppy hair. I just want it back.
Because he fried it. It was looking real frazzled towards the end. Then there was people on various social media platforms being like, please do something. You're killing your hair.
Get some hot oil conditioning in there, son. Yeah.
It was coming out. It was frazzled.
Also, now he looks like a young Don Callis as well, which makes it more.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Cyber, was he called? Yeah.
Cyrus. Why do I remember that?
T and Faye, innit?
No, it's not T and Faye.
Shh, don't say it.
Anything cursed is automatically T and Faye in my eyes.
I'll find something before we wrap it up, Joe. Don't worry.
Please don't.
Nikki, who you got?
Gonna take one for the team, just one.
I think Kyle as well. Like Joe said, they've been kind of teasing the fact that Ospreay's like shoulder or arms completely bungled. And then with the misfire in the match where he caught Mark Davis. I feel like maybe Mark Davis might do a little flippy flip turn. So I feel like it might be through Callis family bullshittery, as I like to say.
I have
so
Davis is coming to the family.
Yeah, so I feel like, but again, Will he can afford to lose, and it'll be great for Fletcher. It really kind of helps push him, making this big scary guy, because he's getting there. He's pretty scary. He looks unhinged.
You shave your hair in the middle of the ring, you kind of like, you're off in the deep end by like wrestling terms, aren't you? Like,
yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
He also looks like 2009 Randy Orton, which is upsetting, but there we go.
Yeah, I've seen the side-by-side comparison.
It's uncanny. Yeah, I am kind of leaning towards Ospreay with this one. And then Kyle can get the win back in the C2, but they might do it the other way around. Just to be different, I'm going to say Ospreay. Sorry. Just like the hipster.
You got to mix it up, haven't you?
Yeah. There's a ton of singles matches on this card. I didn't realize how many actual singles there were.
There's only
one women's match.
Yeah. I feel. And
we're not done yet, and
I feel like they'll be adding something on the pre-show there.
Yeah,
there's only eight matches, and it's one of the big four.
Yeah,
Tony's not got into his like third bag yet. He's just cooking so far. Yeah,
he accidentally had sweetener instead of
Friday morning when he's like, right, multi-man matches for everything. Anyone who's left.
He picked up the candle by mistake.
I just feel like he's actually just super autistic and really works on a deadline really well, and he just gets that fight. I'm the same. Just leave it to the day, and then
that was my
firing on all cylinders at all times. Like
your women's champion isn't on there.
She's got the celebration finally, which I think was meant to have happened on the last pay-per-view. And then it felt like the Willow match was kind of rushed. The build was kind of rushed. So I feel like that was meant to happen on the last one. Something's happened where Mina couldn't make the show. So now they've flipped it round.
Possibly. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they added something on the pre-show, maybe a women's and a tag, just because, as we've kind of said, there's only one women's match and one tag match. So I feel like if they're going on about how much emphasis they're putting on all these divisions, and it's what are them?
Well, they used to do the eliminator tournament, didn't they, for Full Gear? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of been replaced with the C2. They'll probably be announcing the C2 brackets as well on the show, seeing as it starts on Wednesday.
Tournaments.
Tournaments.
I'm going to be in my element when that happens.
If it's as
We
good
had
as
such a
last
good
year's.
time last time.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do a weekly podcast like I did last time though, because that nearly killed me.
Single tier.
Quiet you cop. Speaking of cops, let's go to Hangman Page versus Jay White. I'm just gonna say it. Hangman's winning this one.
Yeah. You're gonna bury him with leaves.
Oh. Leaves is plants.
Leaves is plants. Are we all in unison that the Hanger's winning this one then?
Oh,
yeah.
Boy. My best boy.
He's 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Is he?
3.
I do love Jay White being like a white whale though.
I knew he was in the
Yeah, that's true. I do like Jay being like the one person he can't beat.
Yeah.
It's just a thing of Jay White in AEW has done nothing for me.
I think
I enjoy Jay White greatly.
I enjoy him and Juice Robinson's antics, but compared to New Japan Switchblade,
I blame MJF last year at Full Gear for that.
Yeah, possibly.
I
just want him to just murder people and be like angry Kiwi noises and then leave.
The the Hangman match at the last pay-per-view was like the closest we've got to New Japan Jay White.
Yeah.
Swerve at the Continental Classic was good though as well. Like his thing with Swerve and Mox.
Again, they had a good run with him in that, and it just never seems to lead to anything.
No.
And it's a shame.
He should have just put the belt on Jay White last pay-per-view.
He was the most logical person to throw an MJF at the time, I thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then because Cole was injured, but yeah, I digress. But yeah, do we think it's going to be a submission scene as Jay White's been banging on about tapping out Hangman?
Would have been the chicken wing.
Hangman keeps going on about breaking Jay White's ankle.
You can hang him; it'll be great.
And Hangman,
and everyone on Tumblr will have a normal day about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Hangman's knees. They're doing the whole injury angle with his knee, aren't they? So they're both going to be working the leg really hard in this match, which I'm sure Tumblr will fucking love.
Hangman's new submission called was it the Good Berries or whatever the them things? Yeah,
leaves his plants.
Leaves his plants, baby. Again, on that as well, that guy that wrote, someone's been on Wikipedia, and he went, yeah. Blue Sky Hangman is
it's the best.
Up there with Cecil. Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad he's back. Like he's on social media.
I just want him to put his playlist on Spotify now. That's all I need.
It's just Plant Man by Robert Plant over and over again.
Just all the songs about it's like Dirt Man on repeat.
I'm just trying to figure out. So let's do the tag title match just to try and I'm just trying to break it up so we're not just talking about singles. So the tag title match, we've got a 4-way. The Kings of the Black Throne, Private Party, the Outrunners, and the Acclaimed. Let's start with Nikki because Faye's on mute and I was about to go to Faye.
Okay. I actually feel like this one's going to be. I think it's going to be a really good match. Actually,
I think it's going to steal the show.
Yeah, I feel like Private Party should win it because everything leading up to the win that they just had, and I feel like it would really strengthen them. I personally want Kings of the Black Throne to win though. And I feel like it'll further the Acclaimed decline.
Schism.
Yeah, I think, and the Outrunners are just gonna, have a really good showing. I love the Outrunners. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna take it.
How dare you doubt the youngest men alive?
They're too young. They're too young.
Even though they're young.
They've not done enough cocaine yet.
They're not ready. They're not ready yet.
They're the youngest and most experienced team in this match. Faye, who have you got?
Same as Nikki. Head says Private Party. Heart absolutely says Kings of the Black Throne. So I'm manifesting. Let's go with Kings of the Black Throne because I'm manifesting it.
Joe, are you going to go for the Spooky Boys as well?
No. If I was going to go for anyone, I would go for my boys, the youngest men alive, notorious cocaine enthusiasts and Miami Vice cosplayers, the Outrunners. But it's going to be Private Party. It's just to cement them as being legitimate contenders. Like
Julia's return. What if she comes back and does Spooky Mist?
Because I know you haven't seen Dynamite yet, I'm not going to comment on that.
It's fine.
Oh no, just because Faye will probably be sending.
I haven't seen Dynamite yet. Please don't spoil anything.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to speak cryptically.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm not bothered about spoilers. Like I get around to watching it when I get around to watching it.
I'll tell you after we finish recording, Joe, because you'll.
Yeah, but if Julia comes back and just does a spooky sick, like the Outrunners are just going to fucking rack that shit up and snort it, baby.
Oh my God, spooky Outrunners.
What if Erica Lee returns to take all the black sick?
Oh no, sorry, spooky Outrunners. That's where it's at. That's
I'm bucket.
Is that just the Outrunners coming out dressed like the Cure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
To Hong Kong Garden by Susie and the Banshees. Yeah.
So my thinking behind this is there's a lot going on. So I think I want Kings of the Black Throne, but I don't think so because there's that whole like storyline with Malachi doubting himself, and I think Julia coming back's going to be like what kind of like gets them the confidence back a bit. Private Party, I think, is the logical one, and I'm going to go with Private Party because I think it's too soon for them to really lose it.
It's just me in my prayer circle by myself then. Just
a circle of one. That's just.
I've got a hand in there holding your hand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there.
I do think Kings of the Black Throne will get it eventually, but not just yet. I
think they do better than they did with the trios then.
Oh,
the
best.
Mate, I was so excited when they won the trios and they had the House of Black rules, and I was like, and then nothing ever came of it. It was just.
But didn't Malachi get injured?
You can't have a sausage before the match. It was just kind of
like
nonsense.
About a week into the
run. Can't have a sausage before the match.
But Malachi got mad injured, didn't he?
Yeah,
his back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he
can't hold that against him.
It just felt like it was.
We
never done anything with it.
We did have that one time when Buddy Matthews needed Nick Jackson so hard.
That was one of my favourite matches ever.
He grew that facial hair and started looking like a pervert.
He did. Activated the recessive gene in his face. Yeah.
The recessive corn.
Speaking of facial hair, I think that FTR are going to cost the Outrunners. Which is why I didn't pick the Outrunners. And I think that the Acclaimed are going to eat the pin, and that's going to lead to the breakup. I feel like there's a moving part in it for a reason.
Can we just kick Mac Caster into the sun now? That's what we need.
I mean,
Anthony Bowen's just flirting with Mariah May until the end of time, please.
Anthony Bowen's single run's going to hit like crack. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
It's going to be glorious.
It's going to be so good.
She was talking about going to Crazy Golf, and she was just like, "Yeah, but you need to put your hole in one with me first." And he was like, "I'm gay." It's just every answer to it is eventually, I'm gay, and it's just, it's just the tortured sex puns that get me. It's tremendous work.
Oh, it's wonderful. Let's go to.
I never thought about FTR and the Outrunners though.
They
got old school.
Didn't you see on Collision when the FTR were like, "Oh yeah, we lost our match, but we're back in the Outrunners," which means they're absolutely going to do a betray on the Outrunners.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, there's something not right." Oh,
yeah, Ball didn't even keep his mustache bleached, the little prick. That was definitely just washing. Next up, let's go to the TNT Championship. Scapegoat versus Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia. Two men who haven't got stick-on mustaches. Joe, who have you got?
I hope they do have stick-on mustaches for this. I have a theory that I've kind of borrowed off, I think, Waffly Bollocks, that they're going to... The Bastard Squad, I refuse to call them the Death Riders. They will forever be the Bastard Squad. Are going to eventually force Yuta out, or he's going to have to leave because he's got to go and condition his beard. It's very soft. His beard looks like a rabbit's tail.
He's a bunny.
But Jack Perry is prepared to do anything. Jack Perry was prepared to be set on fire.
Yeah.
Right. And they need that level of dedication and madness in the Bastard Squad. And so I think Jack Perry is going to win just to prove his loyalty to, because Young Bucks left him on his own. Okada left him on his own. He needs someone to pile up with because AEW is nothing if you're not in a faction. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And Yuta,
big old loser.
Yuta, like, yeah, he's kind of going, I don't really like this.
I can't wait for you to see Dynamite, Joe, after what you just said.
Oh! Am I way off the mark?
No, actually not that far off.
Oh, no.
But I think the other way around. I think Garcia is going to win the TNT title, and that's going to cause Jack Perry to join the Bastard Combat Club.
They go by many names.
They do go by many names. Scapegoat just seems like a more natural fit for them anyway. They did the whole thing with Mox where he was like,
"You're a sweet kid."
Yeah, he's like, "You're a good kid. I like you." And then, nothing's come of that yet, but it will because it always does.
What if they get him to face Shooter at Wrestle Kingdom?
Who?
Ooh,
Jack Perry because he said, didn't he? He's
He
sending
has
someone
already
to
got the match.
continue.
Fight for your father's
This is-
loyalty.
Well, no, he said, didn't he? He was like, you've gone off the wrong path, but
Yeah.
I'm not mad. He was like, but I need to send an emissary, is what he used to continue your education.
It won't be Jack Perry because he's already got a match.
Boo!
He's wrestling Yota Tsuji, so you can't do that.
Oh, I did
Nice.
like the idea of having to fight for Papa's love, though. Yeah.
No, but so it must be happening at Dynasty then, because he has said he's sending someone to the Tokyo Dome.
I reckon it'll be Claudio because Claudio's just murdering everybody at the moment.
His little
Yeah.
uncle. Oh,
Giant 9-foot Swiss man throwing
Yeah.
tiny Japanese boys around.
Like a gigantic Swiss kaiju.
Toblerone.
Faye, who
Danny, because I just want Danny to have a belt, and I need
do.
no.
No, I do. I want Danny to win it, but I think I
I
don't
understand, and it's a very good theory, but get fucked.
All right.
No, not really, but like I just
No, you
let me have this.
go on.
Let me have this.
Nikki, who have you got before
So
ends
got
the
a couple-
friendship with Joe?
I've got a couple of theories on this one, annoyingly. But so I think Perry is going to retain. I actually don't think Jack will join either side. I think he'll just continue as he is. And the reason being, do you know when he said to Garcia, oh, they used to dance for me too? It's just another callback. He hasn't forgotten that everybody abandoned him. So why is he going to fight for any of these people when none of them fought for him? You know, and he's already doing what Mox wants people to be doing. So I think Mox is just like, no, you're good kid, leave you alone. He'd probably love him on the team, and I think they're all going to want him. But I don't think he's actually particularly interested. He's just that wild card. And I think Mox will make his peace with him, probably respect it a little bit, not without trying to chase him down for a while first. And I think that Garcia is going to have a moment where he's going to be like, I'm focusing on this, and I'm supposed to be focusing on saving. Because he was like, yeah, let's go, guys. We're all lighting our torches and going after the BCC. And then now he's like, oh, just going to get
in that
title.
sit-down interview with Renee, he was like, like, you have to be morally grey. It's like Gotham. Like, you have to
It is.
Have you noticed that Mox was Jason Todd, by the way, guys? Like, in this whole, like...
Oh, wait till you watch Dynamite before you say that.
Yeah. There's other
He gets
reasons.
killed.
For reasons
He
that
gets brought
things
back
that
to
happen.
life.
Oh,
Wait until you watch Dynamite before you say that, Faye.
Something from Dynamite as well is another reason why I think Perry. So yeah.
cover your ears. Come on.
I did like the unhingedness of Daddy Magic, like hijacking the bus and like screaming
Oh, brilliant.
while he was like driving off with a scapegoat
Yeah.
chain to the front. That made me happy.
It was brilliant.
I had a dream
Brilliant.
like that once. Yeah.
You said dream, not nightmare.
Oh no, me and Daddy Magic just doing lines of coke and going down to Tijuana. Yeah,
I'd love a buddy cop show with Joe and Daddy Magic. It would be.
it would just be
incredible.
us staring at a Magic Eye poster for 3.5 hours.
Get the butcher in there as well, just for good
It's
measure.
a sailboat. Yeah.
It is a
It's a
sailboat.
schooner.
I see. Thank you. That kid is on the escalator again.
Oh, I was so going for that. Right, we've got 3 matches left.
Butcher can be in the gang, but he has to watch our bags while we're looking at the Magic Eye. Just no one's going to mess with him.
Also, Butcher's kind of like a mercenary at the moment because he's got like JD Drake and Beef who he's hanging around with.
Mm.
He's got Magic Meat with Daddy Magic. The Blade is also there every now and again.
Why does that sound like a non-union porn rip-off?
Don't worry about it.
Magic Mike.
Either way, it's just lovely and unhinged.
Oh, no, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
More Daddy Magic, the better.
Let's go to. You know what? Let's go to Swerve and Lashley because it's next on my list. I'm and I am really, really torn on this one after Dynamite. More so after Dynamite than it was before. But I'm going to say Bobby Lashley because it makes more sense. I think, but I don't know.
He's just come in.
Yeah,
The all of the Hurt business,
Syndicate.
TM,
they hear people.
Peyton Pending, have come in and like as monsters, and Lashley is the monster of monsters. He has to literally beat Swerve into a bloody pulp to assert dominance. Prison rules.
So I think that Swerve's going to get cost by someone. I don't think Lashley's winning it clean. Whether that's someone joining the syndicate or whether that's like just the syndicate like outnumbering him. They've made quite a big deal about the fact that Swerve like only got Nana and no one else watching his back.
Yeah, that was the thing. I'm like, and my horrible thing is that I feel like it's going to be Nana that costs him.
How dare
that's you? When no, I mean,
how
dare you?
Don't you dare!
Mate, this is why wrestling is the best thing, because I'm legitimately upset at a man who just dances alongside a wrestler
and drinks coffee
and is tremendous, but that's going to finish forever.
I need, before that happens, Prince Nana versus Mark Sterling and Ringo on the final battle. That's what I want. Let Nana turn on Swerve after that, but before that, I need that to happen first.
I don't think Swerve's losing clean, but I don't think it's going to be like a beatdown. I think it's going to be just one moment of indecision or.
One thing I will say, which won't really spoil anything, but might give Faye something to think about. I'm trying to be very careful with my words here, but it's something that I have discussed with Faye before. Is that Swerve started like carrying the chain from the deathmatch around with him again, which usually triggers good old Hanger.
And emerge from a hedge, like the opposite of Homer Simpson.
Just like leaves his plants.
If you say leaves his plants 3 times, he appears.
So while I think it might be too soon for Swerve and Hangman to like cross
paths,
it's usually kind of like the precursor of a Hangman and Swerve crossing paths again.
Swerve because
brings that chain out.
At the end of the day, Hangman's still on his crusade of everybody who stood in my way between me and Swerve has to die. That's still the overarching goal.
And he's 100% right.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
And it's a year since Swerve and Hangman's deathmatch.
It is.
Yes.
So
sorry, I got excited about that because I love that match.
It's so good.
I've forgotten who's actually said the pick now. I know I have. You said yours, Joe?
Lashley.
Yeah.
Just because he has to assert dominance. If they're making the Hurt Syndicate the big boys on campus, then they have to just go in and absolutely demolish Swerve into like a fine salsa.
Yeah. Nikki, who you got?
I actually thought no contest.
Ooh.
No, why would you put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby?
That would be interesting.
Swerve stays looking pretty damn strong. Bobby looks pretty damn strong because they're going to have a barn burner. They're going to have a good match. I mean, I really hope. One of those where it's like, doesn't really matter who wins. It's a really good match. But I think because of various factors and just from my kind of thoughts after watching Dynamite, I feel like the smart thing to do, or that I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, no contest. Otherwise, because everybody's going Bobby Lashley, I'm just going to go for Swerve.
Who you got, Faye?
I would love for Swerve to win, but I do think Bobby needs a win because he hasn't been having any matches like at all on Leader. Because you can't like.
He's had a match on Dynamite without giving you any spoilers.
Against who? Like Derek Trousers from Seattle.
How dare you? It was National Treasure Cheeseburger. He's well.
Yeah.
Right.
It
I'm on
was
board
two
for that.
bites, actually.
And Joe Keys was also there.
Yeah.
Right. My point being that, yeah, as much as I love cheeseburger, against Bobby Lashley, that's like sending a crow to fight Optimus Prime. Like, it's, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I respect that.
But I think we've got. I think fuckery. I really hope it's Hangman fuckery, just for my own personal enjoyment. I don't know, like it comes out with a pair of garden shears or something.
Leaf blower.
Oh, mate, he's got the lawnmower that the Dark Order bought him all those years back.
Long-term story. So, did you see what I put on Discord, by the way, Joe? I know Faye did because I tagged her in it. The little storytelling thing that Hangman's been doing and Swerve have been doing on Blue Sky, where Hangman put like he says
he can't put up pictures of his garden because there's somebody who will just come and stab him in the spine in his backyard.
Yeah, like moments after this, Swerve started following him on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
It's like,
he was the first person he followed as well.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
See,
that's
now, but you no. You need to let this roll on. You need to let this.
Let it
and then when Hangman's bringing in his first like sheaves of tomatoes or whatever, and Hangman just comes in and just fucking tips diesel on them all. Like,
gardener shit.
Oh mate, Gardener's World. Alan Titchmarsh is a guest referee. Like, yes. Greenfingeredwrestling.com. Get it booked.
Poison Ivy Deathmatch. Have all the Thorn come out?
Why didn't we get more with
there you go.
Why didn't we get more with Jarrett being on that lawnmower that one time? Hangman not doing anything about that. He hates Jeff Jarrett.
He's got bigger fish to fry, mate. Jeff. I looked at again. I'm not gonna nothing bad to say about the Double J, but
got bigger seeds to sow.
Yes, it's got bigger harvests to reap.
To be fair, I've got a funny feeling that even though I think eventually Hangman's gonna somehow align himself with the Hurt Syndicate in taking out Swerve, like the enemy or enemy's my friend sort of thing.
I think eventually in a perfect world, I get Hangman and Swerve like just together in a tag team.
Yeah.
Don't know why I would get that, but that's what I want.
I don't think that should ever happen. I feel like they should.
I think it should, just for me.
Oh, not like years down the line. Yeah, I want to see them two. Like, just again, like Mox and Kingston, just like a couple who've been together too long and hate each other, but like are just used to each other. Like,
they're just the most spiteful boyfriends.
Yeah, like, they just hate each other, but they know they ain't gonna get better than this. So you just got to.
My thing is that I have this problem where I watch any of Hangman's feuds and I'm like, yeah, that's his ex-boyfriend. Like, and you'll never convince me otherwise.
Well, I think Hangman's next feud might be Christian.
Ew, no, he's not his ex-boyfriend.
He's his father.
He's his father. But only because Christian cost him the shot at Swerve in the gauntlet, and when they were tagging together the other week, Hangman looked really uneasy about the fact he helped Christian.
Oh, he hated it, didn't he?
He didn't look happy about it. So I think that might be why that happens. But yeah. So have you said Bobby, Faye?
Yeah, I've said Bobby as well.
Do you want to change to Swerve, Nikki, or do you want to keep it as no contest?
Oh no. No contest.
It's brave putting a 0-0 draw.
To be
or a
fair,
win-win. Depends how you look at it, Joseph.
I know it's not that. I just think Swerve can take the
loss.
Ooh,
Joseph.
Like, I know. I've felt that in my soul. I Swerve can. Only my mum calls me that, and even she doesn't. Only when she's annoyed. Like, stop fucking about with the upstairs toilet. I think Swerve can afford to take the loss.
Yeah.
No, he absolutely can. Yeah.
And if anyone who can take a pasting and sell to make Lashley look like an absolute demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
this is why it's great, because it's like it could be any of these things.
It plays into the whole storyline as well that all of Swerve's big matches recently he's come short in.
Yes.
He shits the bed, doesn't he?
He has recently, the poor bugger.
Yeah.
He needs
That's
to
what I was
some more
thinking he
blood.
could do with the win, a little bit there.
I think
Feeling for him. Feel for him.
I think he's
Needs more
got
time.
further to fall.
Yeah, I said this. I think he's got. We had the run, and now we need the fall and the rise.
Hangman's on
Count Swerve.
Hangman's on the up, so Swerve's got to come down.
Yeah, like they're like,
and then Swerve when Hangman's like at his.
It's fucking dingy, isn't it? It's
Batman and the Joker. That's literally what it is.
They're destined to fight forever, be it side by side or each other.
But then it's going to end up like David Tennant and Thingy and
John Cena and Doctor Who.
Yeah,
and the Master.
Like they're eventually going to have to get along to kill John Moxley.
Yeah.
You see, that's the feud that we all want, really.
Swerve and Mox.
Like those three.
Those three locked in an eternal struggle, like the fire triangle. Yeah.
Like Batman, the Joker, and Jason Todd.
Stop with the Jason Todd.
No,
Jason Todd ain't in this part of the story, mate. Don't worry about it.
I can have it if I want to.
You'll see. And you might not like what's looking back at you. I'll be honest, Faye. You might hate it. Well, anyway, next up, we've got the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. Let's start with Nikki this time. Who you got?
I'm going to say Chris.
Ooh.
I think. I don't know. I've been mulling over this one and Mox and Orange Cassidy like all day because I don't think Mercedes really been able to kind of like really get going with this run, and I want her to. I want it to kind of go, but it feels like things are being set up, and you've got the potential for Julia, you've got the potential for Willow and everyone coming back soon, and you've got the Jamie Hayter factor as well. I don't know, I feel like it could go Chris, and so I'm just going to say Chris.
That's fair.
Even though deep down I want Monet, I just feel like they're jumping a different direction.
No, I get that. What about you, Faye?
Chris, because I just don't think that Mercedes has anything to gain from this right now. But also, I'm mad that Chris is a face because it still doesn't sit right with me.
Nope.
Right.
It still doesn't sit right with me at all.
Fucking whiplash from that turn.
Hated it, and I'm still like you facilitated the murder of the best friends, and you have not like faced any repercussions for it at all.
No,
like,
and then she's
I'm
got
still mad at it.
Of her music as well, which I don't like.
Yeah,
they should make her go back to being an alien as punishment.
I enjoyed that. I wish
I loved Chris Statlander as an alien with the boot.
Yeah, no boot.
I'm still sad about the best friends. So thanks for bringing that trauma back, Faye.
You're welcome. Like we weren't going to address it. But the thing is that I just think like this feels very handed to Mercedes. This run, like just like you're here, here's your belt.
Yep.
And it's like didn't really need that. You're already like a super duper megastar.
But they couldn't give her the women's championship because
I get that.
You had Tony and Mariah like doing absolutely legendary stuff with it. And so we'll give her this. But then she's gone, what am I going to do with this? It's the mid-card title.
It'd be fun to see Mercedes struggle now. Like and fight and like scrap.
Yeah. I think she needs to connect with the crowd and stuff a little bit more as well. And
that's something that she struggled with a lot previously though, like in the Fed.
Yeah. So I think it could have been beneficial and they do this in NXT sometimes. They put a title on someone immediately, they drop it, then they have a really lovely build, and then the chase again. And that next run is far more significant, and like seems to me matter more, and is always better. So I'm kind of hoping for that kind of situation here if she does drop it. Yeah, she does need a little bit more. It's that
character building, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the thing in AEW is exactly the same thing as it was in WWE.
I think, and the worst thing they did was bring her as a face.
Yeah.
They had to, but
but
because
the
heel had to come out and turn heel during the
like Adam Cole did.
Yeah, Adam Cole's never a heel though. It's just even if he can't fake tanning, he upsets the internet every bloody week about it.
I hate it.
He just
misses his hands.
He puts his knee pads on and then gets the spray tan.
He hasn't got the books there to show him how to do it properly. That's the problem.
Wait till you see his hands this week. He's got like his fingers are brown and then the back of his hands are like white.
Has he got like taxi driver's fingers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
the thing is, he's so tasty as well. Like if you watch his Twitch streams, he's so pale.
Yeah.
And then like
surely you would go for like a light rosewood rather than a rich mahogany then, surely. Like,
he's gone for the Bron Breakker orange.
I mean, at least he didn't go for like MJF's like bordering on problematic.
Green. It's
green.
Green.
Yeah, that was a dark bit, weren't he? When he got like all Baron Green back on it, yeah.
I think the lighting as well above the ring doesn't help with it sometimes. Like on some of them, they come up looking almost pink and you're like, oh, what's going on?
It's better. The best tan is when he was with the Bucks because they probably know how to tan, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
They probably got a guy on staff.
It's Cutler. What are you on about?
Of course, it's Cutler. That's why he wears the goggles. Yeah,
absolutely.
Getting a little tent and Cutler sprays and down
and spray.
Remember that PCE bit where they just sprayed each other in the shower?
Yeah,
wasn't cooling spray in that thing, was it? No, fake
spray tan.
Yeah.
What they need to do is just get Cole with the Outrunners for a day, just to learn all that.
I was like, where are you going with this?
To learn how to tan. You seen their tans?
Yeah, but I want to see like the Outrunners going into
a lot on jet skis though, because you just
but I want to see them going into a tanning shop and having to push 2 tanning beds together and then lying across them both and closing them on them. Yes,
because Truth Magnum is built like a fridge.
Because they are the widest, youngest,
wide men, most
experienced men.
You'd think
being cover a lot of adjectives.
You'd think being as young as they are, they'd fill out later on, but no, it's
start strong, get bigger later.
Anyway, we're getting distracted again. I'm gonna say Mercedes on this one. I think there's a little bit more story to tell with the belt.
Statlander.
You're going Statlander.
Statlander needs to win it. They need to get Mercedes into the main event women's title picture, and then they need to do something with the women's main event title picture. They need
a women's C2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's not like you're lacking of talent in there.
No.
Just have Athena come and just murder her.
Why?
Maybe.
Is Athena not murdering people?
Maybe have Mercedes keep the belt.
I think that's
and then have Athena win it.
Come and take it.
I think Athena's gonna come up to like from Ring of Honor when she drops the belt to Billy Starks.
Yeah.
Just murder Mercedes and then go on like the run she should have gone on when she should have dethroned Jade for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
But I just need Mercedes to get off that belt and leave that for Joanna Jays and Sky Blue when she's back. You know, you people that are, because you've got one of the biggest women wrestlers in the world on your mid-card title.
Most recognizable one of.
Yeah, and doing now with it. Having either kind of one-sided matches or squash matches to defend it. Like, get her off that and get her involved. When Tony's back, I know she said she's not coming back, but she's
not that version of Tony. It'll just be a different version.
Yeah, it'll be Surf Tony or Tony from the ninth dimension. That'd be fun.
The nth dimension.
Yeah, no, that's where Zenith lives.
Tony's definitely coming back for Grand Slam, isn't she?
Yeah.
Just have her as like Crocodile Dundee or
like
something.
February.
Just as anything. Like a real the Sharknado Tony Storm. Like just something. But
Tony Nado?
Tornado.
What if she just like
Brilliant.
what if she just comes out dressed as the Great Barrier Reef? Because Australia.
Do you know Paul Hogan's still alive? Look him up.
Oh, right.
He looks like everyone's nan.
Of course he does. He's like probably like 90.
I don't think he's that old, but he's Australian.
What if she comes out like in a kangaroo pouch? Like just arrives via kangaroo?
Oh, we're just doing racisms now. Okay.
No,
what she comes out in a big cork hat, putting a shrimp on a Barbie.
Oh God.
That's
He looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, see?
Oh God.
Am I gonna have to like edit in a picture of Paul Hogan now, Joe? Thanks a lot.
Make that the thumbnail and then don't give any explanation at all in the end.
I was just gonna do a Full Gear poster, but okay.
No, just edit in Tony Storm doing like the picture of Tony Storm doing like the Storm Zero, but with Paul Hogan's Crypt Keeper face on it.
I might just on the poster I've got, I might just put Paul Hogan's face between and Mariah, just as a precursor.
Put cork hats on everyone.
Okay,
everyone, even us right now.
All the letters, everything.
I'm not that good at a Photoshop, Joe, but I'll do my best for you.
I know a guy.
And
is it you?
Is it you?
No.
Finally, in the main event,
works down the docks.
Of course he does. We've got Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Title. I'm gonna listen to my heart on this one and say Orange, and I know it's not gonna happen, but I've got to try and will it into existence. But I think Mox is gonna turn him into a blood orange. It's
a good job he's wearing dark denim. That's all I can say.
It is.
He's going to be so sad, and I'm going to be so happy.
Well, last year at Full Gear, Orange beat Mox.
Yep.
As win back. So Orange can beat him.
That's the point he made, wasn't it? He's like, I've beat you.
But he's also doesn't sound convinced though when he speaks.
Yeah, but that's just like
that's just him in general.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing of like I don't even like wrestling, and yet I'm the person that wrestles the most.
They've done such a good job in this build where they barely like really crossed paths. They've just like Mox doing horrible things to Orange to make Orange snap. Part of me thinks that Orange will win it down the line, not this time, but I just want to will Orange into it because I just really want Orange to win. And I hate Jon Moxley because he's a bastard and he retired Bryan Danielson.
Did he?
He
did.
He took the one thing I love away from me, Joe. Don't play games with my heart here. Anyway, who have you got, Joe, seeing as you're distracting me?
Oh, it's Mox. Mox is absolutely going to kill him to death. Because they're not going to start all of this, the new order and the cool kids. I don't know. Anything that's got Mark Briscoe in it is automatically the cool kids in my eyes. But
that's true. We could get Mark Briscoe down the line. That'd be nice.
We're not going to burn that away. And also, like Faye said, like the slight hint of uncertainty in Cassidy, and the fact that Mox is just like, I am with a group of absolute killers, and a rabbit-faced man,
a little bunny
boy. I'm whatever you throw at me, I can take.
There's no way to talk about Pac.
He's a hare. No, the way you have like how you tell
Pac
the
is the
difference between a
human
rabbit
Dorito.
and a hare.
He's McDang. He's always wet and angry.
He's the second dampest man in wrestling. Yeah.
When he was dry that one time, it was so upsetting.
Oh,
it was really unnerving.
Yeah.
It's
someone get that man a bottle of water. He's drying out like cress.
Yeah. Where it's like, how can you tell the difference between like a rabbit and a hare? It's like one looks like it's going to invite you into its burrow for like tea and cakes.
And the other one looks like
it's troubled by like
it has seen the end of times.
Yeah, and that's like Utah and Pac.
That's true.
Yes.
that's true. Pac
They
does
need to form a
look like he's seen the end
tag
of
team called the Lapinators.
Yes.
time.
But no, again, this is the start of
Yeah.
new era. Year 5 AEW. And this is gonna run and run and run, but it requires Mox to absolutely punish Cassidy in this for everything. He's gonna push him into a big thing of mimosas.
Gonna drown him in mimosas, just like
He's gonna make him drink all the mimosas as punishment, like when your dad catches you smoking. Yeah,
like that time that Martini Chase drank all those drinks at Infamous and then threw up down the side of the ring. It was awful to watch.
Of course, DJ King booked that.
Oh, it was horrific.
Why am I even surprised?
He
so
drank
these will be fake
martinis.
booze. Yeah.
Was that the one I was at?
Yeah.
Was that the one I was? I'm so glad I was on the other side of the ring.
Yeah, it was so grim.
These will be fake booze, won't they? Yeah, it'd be fake booze.
Oh yeah, like
absolute, just pure gin. Yeah.
I thought it was fake booze. Holy shit!
And then he threw up like he took a move and then just instantly went blah, and it was like,
yeah,
oh,
a
no.
normal man. I mean, even me
fair,
with my superhuman countenance, 6 martinis in a row, and then a fucking power slam. I'd be Huey in like a lawn sprinkler. Yeah.
Oh, it was vile.
Oh, you love to see it. Well, you don't, but
Well, no.
No, we don't.
Did you see that thing that was going around on social media the other day of Adam Cole versus Chuck Taylor, where Adam Cole goes to spit water on Chuck Taylor and he accidentally chokes on it,
Yes.
and it just dribbles down his chin. It's so funny.
Oh no.
It's brilliant. Anyway, on that note, back to the murder. Nikki, who have you got?
Not that you're trying to sway these people.
Oh no! Do you know what? This has tormented me all day, and then I watched Dynamite, and then it tormented me even more.
Yep.
Really, really, really. So I actually had a theory because I watched last year's Full Gear last night, just to refresh my memory and things, and it played all the stuff leading up to the Mox and Orange Cassidy stuff, and Mox has been like chasing Orange Cassidy and messing with him for the best part of nearly 2 years, on and off. And I've thought today that, don't know how this came into my head, but it's not actually Yuta that they're trying to groom and turn into their little attack dog. It's actually Orange Cassidy.
No.
Over time, every time he messes with him, Cassidy gets a bit darker, gets a bit more aggressive. Then he had his title run and he was a little bit nonchalant, but then he started to get a bit of passion about it.
And
then Mox,
didn't he?
Yeah, and then Mox resurfaces really interested in you again. He's trying to remake AEW in an image. Maybe he doesn't want to be champion. Maybe he just wants to make sure the right champion is there so that he can carry on dismantling everything from behind while someone else who's more than capable can hold the belt. So I would love if actually, because he's in all black at this point, like he's gone from really light blue, darker, really slowly over like the past 6 months. Every time Moxley messes with him
now as well.
He's speaking more, he's getting more aggressive, he's getting up more. So I'm gonna say I think maybe Orange. And I think maybe Moxley wants that. But then I love Moxley, so I do also kind of want to witness a little murder there. Sorry to everybody, Sarah, who loves Orange Cassidy.
No, I mean, that is a tremendous theory. 100% on board for that now. I also hate you for making me think about it.
Well, that ties.
No, it's fine.
That ties into Mox, like saying, I need your title shot to Darby, and like saying it's about the bigger picture.
I don't think he really wants it.
What if Mox is gonna like get Orange to beat the shit out of him to win the belt?
Or prove to him he at least deserves it.
Yeah.
Maybe he just gives it to him. I don't know.
Mox wants someone who's beaten him to rebuild the
Mox got a child. Stop gimmick infringement, brother. Christian's gonna come after him. Like, you can't keep recruiting sons.
You can't. He did Wrestle Sons before Christian did.
How dare you?
Mm.
Christian's all our father.
Mox has never proclaimed to be their dad, though. He's just like, I found this guy on the street. He's mine now.
That's true. Mox did just abduct Shota Rumino and went, he's mine now.
My baby.
He's my young lion now.
Yeah.
Who have you got, Faye?
Oh, Mox. Sorry to Pete, but not
That's
really.
a stupid question.
Yeah, I know. Like, you should have just skipped
I
over
shouldn't have
me. We
even
all
asked.
know where I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
this is a present for me. Full Gear is always a present for me.
How dare you?
It is. You get Revolution. Nat gets Double or Nothing.
Oh,
and
because
I
it's
get
around your
Full Gear.
birthday, right?
Yeah, it's
I
my
thought-
birthday present to myself.
All right, because I was just thinking, what has she got in? And we're not aware of this.
No,
like-
it's my
I-
birthday.
You're sending
pay-per-view.
in postcards going, dear Tony Khan, please find enclosed 5 quid's worth of cocaine. Can this happen, please?
I mean, yeah, that
I
too.
thought Faye's
I
ego
just
had
didn't want to
gone out of
say.
control there.
I don't know how much 5 quid's worth of cocaine is. I imagine a lot or not very much.
Depends on the grade.
Council.
Um, but yeah,
I'm so hyped up on birthday cake right now. Don't mind me.
I can tell. You're gonna be like Juice Robinson by Saturday. An actual,
Especially
feral
as I'm
human being.
having second cake. It's gonna be great.
Oh, fucking hell.
Nice.
What in the Hobbit world is happening?
I'm gonna make sure, seeing as I know you're gonna be round the corner from me, that I just don't answer the door if I hear it go.
That's fair.
I'm just gonna ignore it if the door goes.
What if I turn up with Costco cake?
Then I'll
That's the best cake.
I'll
And then
have-
goes boom and forces it through your letterbox.
Yeah. See,
All of it, just like squidging it through.
Not even the thin end. That
No.
fat way in. Right.
I've been tricked by Costco with you before, Faye, where we went for a drink and you were going to an atomic show and went, do you want to come get food with me at Costco? And I was like, yeah, I do really need to get home and do stuff. And next thing I know,
then I took them to
I'm drunk at a
Atomic.
wrestling show, yelling at Alexis Falcon that I hate Disney and she's trying to punch me. And it
I mean,
all goes
Roy
wrong.
Ryan tried to steal a cookie from my bag that
He
show.
did as well, trying
He
to.
needs to keep his carbs up. Like, the man is huge.
It wasn't even hanging out. He just fully got knocked to the floor and went in my bag. And I was just like,
He didn't even do the boom after.
no. he
Worst
just ate the
Costco guy
cookie.
ever.
Or the best, depending
I
on
just
your
bought
view
a
of things.
fuckload of pretzels when I went to Costco that one time.
Mm.
Fair. That's that. I respect that.
Anyway, Mox is going to murder Orange and
Yeah.
I'm going to love it.
Okay. Do we think anyone's returning at all at Full Gear, or any bold, brazen predictions?
I'm annoyed that Mike
Kenny.
Bailey's not legally allowed
Yeah, that upsets me.
because that'd have been good, wouldn't it? In the Continental Classic.
That would have been a nice speedball in the C2.
Yeah, just spin kicking people's faces off.
I think
Kenny's not back yet. He could
he's showing up.
come out and just do a bit, couldn't he?
Yeah.
could V trigger Mox.
Oh,
Run it back at Winter is coming.
But again, what horse has Kenny got in that fight?
Kota Ibushi.
AEW.
Or
He's the flag bearer.
Yeah,
isn't
but
he?
everyone else has left him. Like, it's not
Doesn't
about.
matter. He's this lone last warrior, and Mox is going to kill him again.
Or he's going to walk in like thingy in Community and everything's on fire and he's be like, what the hell?
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I've
this
not
is
been
fine.
watching,
Just sit-
guys.
Just sit down like the dog and be like, this is fine.
Imagine if it's just like Mox is just murdering Kota Ibushi in front of Kenny. That'd be great.
Oh,
That'd be a good time for everyone. Especially
See,
Frank.
I think
wouldn't.
that'll happen then. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Adam Copeland might come back.
Ooh.
Just because it's been about 6 months, and I saw a picture of him the other day and he was walking around like pretty much fine. So like, well, that leg's healed, Adam. Any day now.
Yeah.
Back you come.
I
to
wouldn't
be fair,
hate
he's
seeing
doing
him in the
Percy Jackson,
C2.
isn't he? So,
Oh, is he?
mm.
So it could just be that he's that he's just ready.
Filming.
Well, that's upsetting. Fair enough.
I think we might get Julia Hart back, maybe.
Julia.
I think they might add something on the pre-show to do with that.
No,
Yeah.
I think Chris kills Mercedes Moné, and then Julia comes out and goes, "Wah!" and lightning bolts, like, you know.
Makes it
school.
spooky again, and then we get the
Old
heel
school.
turn.
That'd be nice.
Oh, mate, I can't have a
She could
360 rotation within the space of 2 months.
she could in the tag team match, I suppose.
You'll get your spooky Chris, and you'll like it.
Just Black Sick.
I will. Yes.
Eddie Kingston, get Eddie Kingston back.
Yeah, Eddie's got to be ready coming back.
Oh, so
I miss him.
So
Eddie comes
Magic
out, calls
referenced
Mox a
Eddie
wanker.
Kingston twice
Like,
on Dynamite.
just
So
comes out. Okay,
do
you
that
hear
with
you
that.
wanted to rebuild AEW, partner, and then just back fists him into the
Just be
sun.
like, here you haven't been sending me any memes. What's up with that?
So much
He
so
has
that
been-
Claudio forgets that he's neutral. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has been a little bit active lately, and
Yeah.
he's been mentioned in the odd random report of
Yeah.
just nothing, nothing to do with the show, just like interviews and things that he's done. So maybe he goes out and helps Orange. Because
Well,
you know
he
he's
said,
always
didn't
down
he?
to like completely oppose anything Mox is doing if he fancies.
that's
Well, he
true.
said, didn't he? He knew something was wrong with Mox when Mox wasn't sending him memes all the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
He also said AEW doesn't need me anymore this week, the same that Tony Storm said too.
And Kenny Omega.
Mm.
And Kenny said it too. So those three all said AEW don't need me anymore.
I knew something was wrong when he stopped coming around to Ruthie's lasagna on Thursday
Yeah.
nights. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see, because Eddie's, they reckon he'll be cleared by like March, don't they? So
I don't need him to wrestle. I just need him to come down
Yeah.
and just
I
I just
shout
need him
absolute
to be
bollocks
there.
into Mox's
I was
face.
gonna say, just have Eddie like come out in like a wheelchair or something and just like
No.
smacking Mox.
Just
It
ring a
wouldn't
bell.
stop him.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't
Maybe-
stop him. He'd use it as a weapon.
No,
maybe
just have
maybe
him
that's
come
why
out and
they've
ring
not
a
had him
bell
come
like
out.
fucking Breaking Bad. Ding, 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 ah. Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's why they haven't, because he'd probably just try and like crawl out and like kill Moxley.
The cracking weapons if you needed to be. I've took out a few toes before now.
Fill the
Love that.
tires full of petrol and just roll him at him. Yeah.
Barbed wire on the spokes
See?
and everything. Get right in the faces with it. Not that I've thought about it.
No.
Can you imagine like how much Eddie Kingston's thought about this though?
I know.
Oh no, I
He's
guarantee.
going to come out carrying so
I-
many plastic bags.
It's going to be like Angelos Apetanimu. Yeah.
At very least, he's probably sharpened the bottom of the crutches.
Oh god, yeah.
Like
He's got one of those pull-out swords.
Oh, sword stick. Yeah. Each bag has just got a single bottle of milk in it. Don't know why.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen?
Possibly.
one of those weird like square cartons you get in America. That
Oh
look-
no, the Canadian
like a
ones that are
petrol
just
can.
bags
The
of
bagged
milk.
milk.
Yeah.
He's got it from Renee.
Sorry,
He's got
wait,
that from
what?
Renee.
Yeah.
That's
Canada,
not
you,
new.
you have like a jug and you put
Bagged
bagged milk.
milk.
Into it.
Yeah.
Mate,
Aye.
is on mystery wrestling like 5 or 4? They have a big conversation about it.
They do it in cafes here, like
Yeah, you do.
like
Yeah.
in the like Starbucks and stuff. They put it in the bag.
Oh,
it's like a bag.
Provided that the material is recyclable, it's better for the environment.
I-
9 times out of 10, it's just fucking plastic, and
I feel
it's
like
like a false equivalency.
I feel like I've had such a sheltered life with milk that I didn't know about this.
You just suck it straight out of the cow, Jay. That's how that's how
I
it's going to be, isn't it?
just don't really have
don't do
milk,
that.
mate.
Wake up every morning, squirt in the cow.
On that note, let's call this a day. I don't think we can top that. Before we go, let's start with you first, Joe. Where can people find you?
Down the docks on any given night. Or you can find me on Dammit Vacant on Blue Sky. I'm not going to do the Twitter things anymore because I'm nuking them in soon. Or on Hallmark of Greatness on Blue Sky as well. Also, boys and girls, if you are coming to OPW, Odyssey Pro Wrestling in Morecambe, their show is on the 7th of December. We are doing, for some reason, I can't quite work out why, We're doing a live show there with a couple of their top guys. It's going to be great. I'm hopefully going to be wearing dark trousers that day. But if you can come along, message us on any of the social things, and we'll give you the top secret location. It's right near the venue.
I'm also on that too.
Faye,
You
have
are?
you
Yeah.
got your UWP NWO shirts made yet?
I'm literally gonna print them out before we
Don't worry about it, Joe. It's nothing to worry about.
Absolute sacrilege. Couldn't think of a word. I was going to say slattery, but that's just Tony Slattery. Never mind.
It is.
We might also be getting some shirts made.
Okay.
Good ones. Good fun ones of us beating the fuck out of a toaster like in Office Space.
I should absolutely
Toaster law.
our merch shop, but I don't know any of the details of it, so I can't. But we do have a merch shop. Troy set it up and then did it wrong, so I don't know what goes on with it. Anyway, Nikki, what about yourself? Where can people find you?
You can find me on the Hellscape, formerly known as Twitter, penciled in _Nick. But you can also find me on Blue Sky, and I need to remember what my handle is. And it's just penciled in Nikki, all one. And I have a little Brit Red starter pack on there that I've done. So
it's so good.
Yeah, it's just keep adding people every single day, and people let me know when someone's there, and I'm like, boop.
Yeah, it's lovely because it's like Twitter, but without all the racism and awfulness.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've been able to talk about WWE, NXT, AEW, and a whole bunch of indies and stuff, all in the same little blurb without getting any abuse.
No, but just people going, all right, yeah, I see that. I don't agree with you, but fair enough.
It's been lovely conversation. It's been
very
actual
civil discourse.
I've actually spoken to people on there, like Twitter. I just got to the point where, fuck this. Well, I've actually spoken to people on there.
I'm only hanging around on Twitter to watch its inevitable implosion, and it's happening day by day. It's
I did that with MySpace. I'll do that with Twitter. I'm just going to go down with that ship.
Oh my God.
Every time I go back to Twitter, it always seems to just take me straight to Bully Ray looking more and more like Alex Jones, and I get more upset with the world.
I reckon if you created a sculpture of Bully Ray out of corned beef and put it into a wax museum, no one would fucking know the difference.
He could just be stood there and you wouldn't know the difference.
No, I reckon I'd get away with that. If I was Joe Lycett, that's what I'd do with my time.
You could be Joe Lycett if you want. Faye, have you got anything?
I couldn't be because that's not my name.
It's almost your name.
No.
Have you got anything to plug? I can't remember any of our shit.
Watch Two Nations Under Ted.
Oh yeah, me and Joe's podcast. Shit. Which the last episode for now is going to be released on this Saturday coming out.
Yes.
Tomorrow when this comes out.
A complete and thorough deep dive into every episode of Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be that.
No. it got more and more longer winded.
The more lore we were exposed to, the longer and more profunct it became. And I love it because there's so much in Ted Lasso that is beautiful.
Yeah, and then we found a doppelganger podcast of what we were pretty much planning for our next series, so we can't do that now.
No, so we're just going to do it in manual in space.
Oh, fucking hell. We also eat a lot of kebabs on the last episode. It's unhinged.
I ate 2.
You did eat 2.
2?
He got 1 for his lunch.
And I'd already had my tea the day previous. About an hour. Dedication to the bit, brother. I drank a Barocca in vodka. I know no fear.
That time we ate all those pies.
Yeah, you just do these things.
Untitled Rest Pod on Blue Sky.
Thanks, Faye. Thanks.
That was sort of kind of not worth it in the end, was
it? Did you find the big cartel, or do we not know what that is?
Oh,
I think
God.
it's UWP
Have you actually asked me to look
Big
for that?
Cartel.
Jesus Christ.
You don't have to. I just don't know
fine.
what it is.
I was fan for time.
Anyway, I'll put the link down below.
Yeah,
anyway,
there we go.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Let us know your predictions. and enjoy Full Gear. And yeah, bye.